We're coming up on the second half. We have a special guest, well, somebody featured Aunt Bender, somebody that is close to my family. Her name is Lisa Nar. She is the founder of two businesses that are clearly booming. This is her second time participating in the virtual expo. She is representing Relentless Drip. Lisa, can you hear me?
Hello, Jay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, indeed. Okay, we got Relentless Drip in the building.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you all for being here today. I feel like I'm kind of part of the family since it's my second time around, if that's okay. All right.
But our part. We don't do kind of.
Right. Thank you. My name's Lisa Anugwam Nar. You may also see Uzo Amaka, which is my first name, Nigerian born, married to an amazing Ghanaian man. I have two children. So I'm working these things all while being a mother. So again, the name of the business is Relentless Drip. And I want to start by just thanking J-Man for having me here. Also, Black Coffee, the entire group. I am familiar with you all through Erin, who is my good friend. In my last time here, I mentioned that she was actually my event planner for our wedding back in 11/11/11, but she's also a dear friend of mine. We go back to high school. Both of us had our first cars and we were smart about it. So rather than drive our cars separately, we would trade off. So all week long, she'll drive, I drive, and we'll just have a ball and we clown each other. And it's just our way of like motivating each other and keeping each other pumped up. So it's really cool to see her and my bro Jamin together. You all just making this happen and it's phenomenal. So I also want, just want to share a relationship there. And I just look forward to our continued growth. I reside in Torrance, California, again, with my entire family. And before I was here, I talked a little bit about my experience just in the workforce. I went to school, graduated as fast as I could, went back to get my master's, went into the work field and found it to be very difficult where it was a lot of politics involved. No matter how sharp you were, the results, especially in sales, it really depends on the relationships you have and the agenda that they have for you. So I took a step away, or actually I was forced out. I'm actually terminated. I would say retaliation, things of that sort, but you grow from a lot of those experiences. And one area that I did not mention is my time while I felt really down. I took the time to go online, do a bunch of research on sales, like what I can do to develop my own business, because obviously I love business. I was always everyone's right-hand man, but always afraid to do it myself. So at this point, I thought it's time to make it happen. And so I went ahead and did some research, came across a gentleman by the name of Jordan Belfort. Also, you guys may know him, AKA the Wolf of Wall Street. And he had a couple of sales things online. I come from over 10 years of sales, so I thought, what new can he give me? And I was really blown away by the material. And I thought, you know what, rather than just read it, put it into action, things like building venture capital, how to really make the relations to be able to build a company from the very first steps of like making a website, which I was able to do by myself. Google is my best friend. And it was so cool that I just within like 3 weeks, I developed a company, which is what you see as Relentless Drip. And I'll tell you more about that. But I thought rather than just take this and go, I want to take the time to thank this gentleman for just the material that he's put out there that's absolutely free because I haven't paid for a thing. So I went online, figured out how I can shoot him a quick email and let him know a little bit about what I've done with the things that he's put out there. And I saw a quick posting that said, hey, I have a job opening for the first time. I'm building my Salesforce. Thought this would be interesting, but I'm reading his stuff. What better opportunity would it be to really get under his belt and actually learn sales? So just a weird idea. I thought, let me apply. Turns out he was only 20 minutes away from where I reside in Torrance, and interviewed, was hired on the spot and spent 1 year working directly with him. And I speak to that because a lot of people ask me, like, where does it come from? I have come back from, a lot of, I would say marketing, right? So I've done a lot of door-to-door knocking. I took a lot of hard punches, but then it came to really becoming a professional and becoming an expert in the art of sales. And this is after 10 years of going back to my master's program as well. So I took that and after a year, pandemic happens, things have changed. I really have put everything that I've learned into my business, which is what you see today. And I sell weight trainers. It's Relentless Drip. It's the urge to evolve. It's faking it till you shape it. None of my products will help you lose weight, but it encourages you to lose weight. When you put on something like a shaper, and this is what we call a shaper. This is or a waist trainer, actually. This is a kente print. It's one of our favorites. And of course, by me coming from, Africa, my husband as well, we really take pride in this print. It's one that's people love the most. And a lot of these, when you put this on, you train while you're at home, and it comes with a cool little strap over it, right? And you put it as tight as you want, and you train, you use the hooks to really develop what shape you're looking for. And what's cool about our brand is we're a solution brand. So if you're looking to gain weight, we have things to help you enhance those areas. If you're looking to lose weight, we have things to help you kind of decrease in those areas, whatever it may be. But really, it's where do you want to be? What makes you happy? And that's what's really key. So we started with our waist trainers, and we have several prints. You guys have an opportunity to go see some of these online. They come with bones in them, which helps you with your back, your posture, your structure. You put one of these on, and you take it off, and you feel like, I better start working out because I want to look the way that I felt when I was wearing my shaper or my waist trainer. Something like this comes with is more of the everyday wear. It's breathable. So this you can wear Monday through Sunday and feel great while you're training. And we call it Relentless Drip because you're either dripping in sweat with our waist trainers or you're dripping in finesse when you walk in with our shapers, right? So we then evolved from there and thought, what other ways can we enhance the waist, adorn the waist? And that's where our waist beads came into play. So I spent some time early in the year in Nigeria, attending my brother's wedding, which is amazing. And I found so much joy in just seeing the culture, just seeing the people, and waist trainers evolved. I left a few pieces there with my sister-in-law, and it sold out completely. And these are pieces that my daughters and I worked on. As I mentioned, I have 2 daughters, and we thought, while I'm doing business, how can we show them how to do business as well? Something as simple as waist beads, while we show them the structure of building an etiquette business. And they've been able to do so. And it's funny because most of their pieces sell faster than mine. I think it's the creative child mind, and we compete all the time. And just yesterday, I took 2 L's. So it's always fun, but we're also teaching them how to bring solid customer service. So if you don't mind, I'd like to share my screen, which will give you guys a break from this face. You guys can see there. Because I talk a little bit about waist trainers, waist beads, but what are they? So I want to show you guys just a few photos of some of the beads that we've put together. And I say we because it's totally a family business, especially with our young daughters here. And a lot of people don't understand where they come from. It's been since the 18th century. Waist beads have been around, but what we've done is thrown a creative touch to it. But there's a purpose behind it. Number one, it usually starts off with weight management. How do you want to manage your weight? Gauging the changes in your midsection, right? And let's say you have your waist bead, and we often measure right above the belly button. And if you're gaining weight, it slightly rolls up, right? And if you find yourself losing weight, if that's what you're looking to do, you'll notice that you'll have it actually lowers. And if it falls off, that's a great problem to have, because then we can make those adjustments for you. So we start with customizing each piece, the color, the fit, where do you want it exactly? And we have different ways to measure. We have all of these online for you guys to check out. Another reason would be femininity. And as I mentioned, it started in Ghana and Nigeria, where people would actually use waist beads as more of a cloth, an anchor during your menstrual cycle to hold up in that areas, actually a rites of passage. Lots of mothers would actually pick out each and every bead for the strand and give it to their daughter, pass it on for different age ranges. Let's say you're going into maturity, you become a teen, you become married. Speaking of married, some people wear them particularly directly for their husbands. And it's just an intimate wear where no one else is allowed to see it but your husband. Some of the other reasons would be for colors, many colors. Each and every color has a meaning. So people take it really spiritual, where each and every strand is made per color, and they really love that. They really feel connected with it. And we thought, because it's very relaxing to make them for myself, how can we then give everyone else the opportunity to do the same? Whether you like to make it for yourself and or someone like myself who have developed a business behind it, we then develop what we call our dime bags. And I'll share with you what those look like in a little bit, but our dime bags are very simple kits. And it comes with a few beads, enough to build a strand and maybe an anklet or two. And you have the opportunity to buy this kit for only $10 with the strand, with the elastic clip, and you can build your own bead by yourself at home with your own music playing in the back. Whatever is relaxing for you is what we give you the opportunity to do. One second, I want to gauge my time. Y'all just let me know how I'm doing on time if you don't mind. Maybe give me a quick 5.
You're doing good.
So, thank you. So, so when I mentioned the bags, this became a really awesome idea that really did well for us. So we decided that at my last meeting, last event, we talked a little about my birthday, actually through a birthday event. And this birthday event included our dime bags. And our dime bags were a hit because we were able to disseminate each and every bag to each party. And once they receive it, they open it up, they have their dime bags. We hop on a Zoom call similar to this, and we have a really good time. So what we've decided to do is put together more of a virtual waist beading event where I'm able to actually host these events for you. And we have a few packages that we put together, but it doesn't require any experience. Right now, which is awesome, we already have 3 events before the year ends, and it can range from a birthday party, similar to what I've done. It could be your engagement. It could be a bachelorette party. If you look to just kind of have a girls' night, get everyone together. We can't miss our kids because my kids are waist beading. We have our sweet 16s. Anytime a baby shower we have set, if you like individuals to get together and have a gift to take away while doing so, especially at this time, the virtual waist beading parties have been phenomenal. So that's something I want you all to take a look at, and I'll share with you what our packages look like. Because maybe you don't want someone like me. You know, I'm universal. I've been everywhere. So I can tone it down or I can take it all the way up. But perhaps you have a group that it will be really cool to host my own party. That's package number 1, where we create the invite bright, right? We send that to you because we have the details you need to share with your party. We give you a Zoom link. We send the dime bags directly to each individual, and you host your party yourself. So you put the party together and you have a wonderful time. Then we have package number 2. Package number 2 is fun because I'm involved. I facilitate it. So what happens, we put together a form, you fill out the form, you let me know the dates. We prefer 21 days prior to. Once those dates are in place, we begin to plan your party. What is it that you're looking for? Are there, you know, what is a vibe? What is a group? Should we do a groundbreaker? Here, I'm involved. So you don't have to do anything but kind of sit back if you're a little shy, but you really want to get your friends together. Package number 2 is awesome. Again, it comes with everything in package number 1. The only difference is I'm included. So this will be $25 per person. Each and every person receives a dime bag. They're customizing their dime bag as well. So when they receive their link, they're putting the exact colors that they like, their measurements, so that when they receive their kit, they know that they've been invited to your virtual event. Package number 3 is one of the coolest because it involves everything within the first packages, but we have some pop-in features. Our favorite is the coffee and tea feature, which will be sponsored by Black Coffee, where we'll be able to include coffee into your kits so that while you're hanging out, guess what? You're all sipping on the same coffee. You're all sipping on the same tea. And we'll be able to include those into the packages. So you kind of select what you want. If it's an exotic dancer, this is something we tried before that worked out pretty well for the group, right? So we have someone on standby ready for those type of events. It could be maybe a workout session. We have professionals that would actually come in and do 15-minute pop-in session during your virtual session where everyone stops, stands up and maybe get some things going. We have Afrobeat dancers, one that's on standby now, ready to go and to assist with that. So it's going to be just a lot of fun. And you can customize each party depending on your party. Another key thing I'd like to mention would be a scavenger hunt. We did one last weekend where at the very end of the party, the first person to put on a yellow shirt wins a waist trainer. So obviously I have a few products that I can incorporate. We have a lot of fun with it, and it's really a good time. So these are our packages. We have all of this information for you online, but if you have any questions, here is where you'll book. And I'll tell you, we are in a few places, as Jamin mentioned, but we have Relentless Drip, which is my main account. And under there, you'll see everything else that we hold. We have our waist trainers under Relentless Solution Wear. We have our waist beads under Bliss Waist Ice Beads, right? Then we have our bead and drip parties, which you can follow there to get the form. And lastly, we have our YouTube page. Our YouTube is simply the music that I listen to that gets me going, that helps with all of these creations that you guys see here. That is really helping just me and everyone else who listens to it, because it's just all about a vibe. So lastly, I'd like to close off with the discounts. Thank you all for listening to me go off today. What I like to do is offer today for anyone who'd like to take advantage of, one second. Anyone who'd like to take advantage of our online deals today, 35% off. So you get 35% off by taking advantage today on our website, but then you'll have the entire month to decide on what you like to do. And I'll give you 20% off by using Black Coffee Expo code. We have our waist beads. We have a special today, 3 for $45. But what I'd like to do, because I know waist beads may be new to some of you, I like to give away 3 free strands. And this will be for the first 3 individuals who inbox me, let's say on my main account, so I can track where everything's going. And I'd like to send you, if you can send me your measurements, I'd like to send you a free strand. This way you can try it, because it's all about really trying to see how you feel, see how it works with your body, and then making the decision to personally have us customize our pieces for you. So thank you so very much for having us, Black Coffee family. Again, it's Lisa Anugwam-Nar here, and I am out. Any questions, comments, concerns?
All right, if y'all got any questions for Relentless Drip, be sure to hit her in the chat. This is a family friend of mine. I'm very proud to see how far she is trailblazing right now. We